Coming up on Access USI, USI holds a blood drive, the Copy Center is open to students, and the Cardinals Caravan comes to town. All this and more tonight on Access USI.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to our first Access show of the new year. I'm Madeline Chris.
And I'm Christy York.
Students arrived back this spring semester to some interesting news. Just before students returned to campus, USI sent out an email banning the use of hoverboards on campus. Hoverboards are a popular device that allow users to transport from one place to another by simply standing on top of the board. USI made the decision to ban the boards after there were reported cases of them exploding and even causing fires. Students didn't seem to mind as they took to social media outlets actually laughing at the email. The boards were not very popular on USI's campus with only 1 or 2 users. Unfortunately, students will be forced to use their own 2 feet to get to classes.
And yesterday, USI students and staff gathered in Carter Hall for a generous and life-saving cause. Reporter John Fisher has the story.
Students and staff helped save lives yesterday during the Day of Giving event in Carter Hall. Participants gave blood and registered to be bone marrow and organ donors for those who needed it. Volunteer Jessica Roller, one of the many students that helped run the event, explained how important it was to be a donor.
I guess the biggest thing for us is the fact that we want to help people, and this could potentially be our families out there that get diagnosed later on in life. So I guess just knowing that we're helping other people is the biggest impact that we can possibly have.
For Access USI, I'm John Fisher.
The USI Copy Center has now opened its services to students. A wide variety of high-resolution printing, including copies, booklets, brochures, posters, banners, and much more, are now available to help students excel in the classroom. The prices vary depending on what you need done. However, students are able to use their Eagle Access cards as well as cash or check. As of right now, however, credit cards are not accepted. The Copy Service Center is located on the west side of campus behind the Publishing Services Center. For more information, you can email rmstuckey@usi.edu or call one of the 2 numbers below. For online ordering and file submission, go to usi.edu/creativeprinting/order. USI recently played host to some major leaguers.
Jordan Fisher will have more on that story in your weekly sports update right after the break.
Neumann Catholic Club is a great way to get involved at USI. NCC aims to assist students in continuing their religious journey throughout their college career. Neumann Catholic Club provides students with great opportunities to meet new friends and grow in their faith through their weekly meetings, masses, and service projects.
Yeah, I definitely recommend it. It's a good way to get to know other people of the same faith and just to really have good, solid friendships.
Neumann Catholic Club, where hearts speak to hearts.
Welcome back to Access USI. I'm Jordan Fisher, and here's your sports update. The St. Louis Cardinals visited the Physical Activity Center on January 17th as part of their 2016 Cardinals Caravan Tour. Access USI reporter Nick Ricks has more on that story.
St. Louis Cardinals fans of all ages filled the Physical Activity Center for the 2016 Cardinals Caravan. This was the 6th and final caravan for this year's tour. Before stopping in Evansville, the caravan made stops in Missouri, Tennessee, Illinois, and Arkansas. The event featured past and present Cardinal players such as Danny Cox, Matt Adams, Greg Garcia, Charlie Tilson, and others. Cardinals first baseman Matt Adams says he enjoys seeing all the fans on the tour.
It's cool. You know, Cardinal Nation, they travel for this kind of stuff, and they show the support of the Cardinals. So it's cool to, travel to different places and see all the support and interact with the kids and the families and just see how excited they are for this upcoming season.
After the media session, the players were introduced to the fans, and then they were given the chance to ask the players questions. The questions ranged from can you throw with both hands to why Matt Adams' nickname is Big City.
It was one spring training. Lance Berkman came up to me and told me that he was sick and tired of everybody getting nicknamed Big Country. So he threw a twist in it and three big sitting there, and then David Freed just kept it going, and here we are today.
After the Q&A session, the younger fans were given the opportunity to meet the players and get their autographs. On a baseball-related note, Adams recently signed a new one-year deal with the team and is very excited to be staying in St. Louis.
Glad it got done. You know, it was a great process, and you know, I love the Cardinals, so I was happy that we were able to do the deal and able to come back with the Cardinals.
For Access USI, this has been Nick Ricks.
After going 0 for 3 during their road trip last week, the USI men's basketball team will return to the Physical Activity Center for a pair of GOVC games this weekend. Up first for the 13-6 Eagles will be the 22nd ranked Indianapolis Greyhounds. UND will enter the game tomorrow night at 14-3 overall and 8-1 in the GOVC. After the Eagles host the Greyhounds tomorrow, they will then turn their attention to the Pumas of St. Joseph's College for a matchup on Saturday afternoon. The Pumas enter the weekend at 8-10 on the year and will meet Bellarmine tomorrow night before heading to USI. As for the Lady Eagles basketball team, they will also return to the PAC for a pair of GOVC games with the Greyhounds and the Pumas. USI enters the weekend at 10-7 on the year and will be looking to end a 6-game skid. UND has had their fair share of struggles so far this year as well, as they enter tomorrow's game at 5-14 on the year. As for the Pumas, they will enter the weekend at 13-6 on the season, and USI will also have a pair of promotions for Saturday's games, including their annual Hoops for Troops Military Appreciation Game. Free tickets will be given to veterans and military personnel and their guests. Tickets can be picked up on game day with military ID and/or proof of service in front of the PAC. The USI men's basketball team will also be taking part in the Coaches vs. Cancer program by participating in the Suits and Sneakers Awareness Week. Tip-off for the women's game tomorrow night is scheduled for 5:15, with the men's game set to follow at approximately 7:30. Live stats and video for both games will be available at GoUSIEagles.com. A pair of runners for USI's track and field team set provisional times at the Gladstein Invitational this past weekend. Sophomore Emily Roberts recorded the second fastest time in program history for the 3,000-meter race and the 10th best time in Division II this year. Roberts finished in 4th place with a time of 9 minutes and 50 seconds. That time was 26 seconds faster than her season best from last season. Senior Johnny Guy also set a provisional time as he produced the nation's fastest time in the 3,000-meter race while also breaking the school record for a time of 8 minutes and 5 seconds. On top of setting provisional times, Guy was also named the Division II National Athlete of the Week and the GOVC Men's Track Athlete of the Week. This is the third time in Guy's career that he has been awarded the national honor, and the second consecutive week Guy has won the GOVC award. As softball and baseball season near, the preseason polls were announced earlier today. The USI softball team will begin the season ranked 24th in the NFCA Division II preseason coaches poll. The preseason top 25 ranking is the first for the Lady Eagles since they started the 2007 season ranked 23rd. As for the USI baseball team, they will begin the year ranked 33rd in Division II and were picked to finish in second in the GOVC East Division after a vote of the 16 GOVC head coaches. The USI baseball team will start their season on February 19th when they host Grand Valley State University for a 3-game series. The USI softball team will begin their season with a doubleheader at home against Ohio Dominican University on February 20th. That's all we have for sports. Remington Crowder will have your weather update right after this.
You're watching Screaming Eagles TV.
And good evening, everyone. Welcome back to Access. Okay, let's review where we've been. On Friday, we had a lot of snow. At this time on Friday, it was still snowing probably. Okay, not really, it was kind of ending. Today, snow has been melting. Snow has been melting since Monday. Mid-40s today here in Evans, actually 42 here today in Evansville. Basically, we still have a few 30s out there left throughout much of the area, but pretty much nothing I don't think so we need to be concerned about. Okay, let's take a look at the forecast. Short term first here too now. You'll pretty much notice this cold front will move through during the day tomorrow. This is a weak cold front, moisture starved as they say. Not really going to see anything except for a few clouds overnight tonight and throughout the day tomorrow. 5:30 on Friday morning. Hey, pretty much the same thing then anyway here too now. We'll see a few clouds around, I think so, for the day on Friday too as well. This next cold front that will move in, that won't move in until about the day on Sunday, and that's going to give us our next rain chances. Temperatures overnight will basically be about into the 30s throughout the entire region. Day tomorrow will be a little bit warmer than we were today. We'll gradually be warming up. We'll be upwards to about the 60s when we get into next week, only though for one day. Too bad it's not for much longer. Friday morning will be being to about the 20s throughout much of the region. Then wait here too now. Day on Friday, just a tad bit cooler, but still pretty nice for this time of the year. All right, we'll take a look at the European model here. It's usually the best forecast model to look at. Have a few clouds around for the day on Saturday. Sunday, same thing too as well. This particular model, kind of not showing the rain starting when we think it's going to start. Basically, it's kind of taking out the rain chances for Monday too as well. Here we are into next Tuesday. You'll kind of notice some heavy rain down towards Arkansas into parts of Missouri. That's going to move into our way. Some showers, thunderstorms, maybe severe. As of right now, probably the severe part will be south of the tri-state. Can't rule out maybe a few isolated severe storms. Again, too early to tell as of right now, but we'll see what will happen here too. Now, next Wednesday, quickly as it moves in, it will quickly move out. Probably have some clouds, maybe a few snow showers. I've seen a couple models show it, but I'm not real concerned so far at this moment here too. Now we head to next Thursday. Pretty much again will be basically clear throughout really pretty much the rest of what the forecast model is showing us. Overnight tonight, partly cloudy and 30. Day tomorrow, mix of sun and clouds, 46 for the high, and it will be windy at times. Next 7 days, as we take a look at it here too now, as I mentioned, we'll get up to 63 for the day on Sunday. Tad bit cooler from Monday, back up to the 50s on Tuesday here too now, but then you'll notice when the cold front will move through, yeah, we're going to pay for it. We'll be back into to the 20s when you wake up on Wednesday morning.
Well, we're only a couple of weeks into the spring semester, but USI's University Division wants to make sure students know how to stay on top of their work to be successful. Next week, they'll be hosting their 5th Student Success Week from Tuesday through Thursday with several events taking place. The 3-day focus will be on topics ranging from the students' minds to world views. A full list of speakers and workshops can be found on usi.edu by searching Student Success Week. The event is open to all in the university community.
For the 15th year in a row, 2 local high schools are teaming up to feed your belly and raise money for Riley Hospital. The student councils at Mater Dei and Memorial host this every year before their rival basketball game, and this year it's the Wildcats' turn to host. People from around the community are invited to come enjoy unlimited soup and peanut butter and jelly sandwiches prior to the game, with all the proceeds going to support the Children's Hospital. A $5 donation gets you in the door, and the event will take place on Saturday from 5 to 7 in Mater Dei's cafeteria prior to tip-off of the varsity boys basketball game.
And turning to City Beat news this evening, the LST 325 could be one step closer to moving, but not away from Evansville. The LST board will hold its annual winter meeting this Saturday at 9 a.m. downtown at Tropicana, Evansville. One of the things that is expected to be brought up is moving the historic World War II vessel from Marina Point to 1 mile downriver to where Tropicana, Evansville's riverboat currently sits. If approved, the LST won't move until spring 2018, when Tropicana is expected to complete its new land-based facility. Tropicana has announced they will give $1 million in helping to relocate the ship if approved.
And for our surprise kicker, it is actually our friend Jordan's birthday today. So we Yes, you were right.
Oh,
we got
gosh.
this cookie cake for him. So we're gonna have everyone real quick sing happy birthday to Jordan. Ready?
Ready?
1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jordan. Happy birthday to you. Blow out your candles.
That was fantastic, guys.
Thank you.
We
Thank
should
you.
all go into choir now.
Yeah, here's our cookie. I'm sorry, Jordan. I couldn't find a happy birthday one,
That's okay.
and there was a football one, and there was
You
love.
can't read it, but these say
and
love.
yeah, they say love, and I love you. So this is why I bought this cookie.
Thank you.
So, well, that's all we have for tonight. Thank you for joining us on Access USI. Join us next week, same time, same place. I'm Madeline Chris.
I'm Christy York.
I'm Jordan Fisher.
And I'm Remington Crowder.
Have a great night.